Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. I'm Celtic Gaia Tarot and welcome to my channel. So yes, Sagittarius, most of the signs I've done weekly readings for and my private clients have got a mixed bag of energies, and you are absolutely the same as everyone else, Sagittarius. And the crowning card is a Knight of Swords, and that's very connected with your additional guidance card, the truth be told. And there's a sense, Sagittarius, of you speaking your truth, of going forward and regaining clarity in your life, and regaining, maybe sort of being very straightforward and telling people exactly how it is for you. And there's a sense of freedom, Sagittarius, it seems to be coming with that, because you start the week with a Fool, and it seems like you've released yourself from some burdens you were carrying, and things that were blocking you, because sometimes if we don't speak our truth, we just get bogged down, we get heavy, we get oppressed, we get that feeling of, like weighted down. And there's a sense of you're riding here, the Knight of Swords, forward movement to clarify an awful lot of things. And for you, that outcome is feeling free. It's about feeling like the Fool, about not carrying baggage, not carrying, the Fool's load is very light, basically. It's paired with the Emperor card, which is quite a strange combination, because the Emperor card's so, he's the Emperor, he's so much about the rules, he's so much about, actually, now I understand, he's so much about being the boss, and maybe that's exactly what this is about, Sagittarius. By you being clear, by speaking your truth, not only are you freeing up yourself, as seen by the Fool, it's making you feel again that you're empowered, that you are your own boss, that it's almost that you're beginning to feel more in charge of your life, Sagittarius, actually, with this combination. Just be careful you're not too closed or too rigid under these sort of cards with the Emperor. Sometimes his shadow side can be rigidity and believing his truth is the only truth. And the Knight of Swords sometimes can be too impatient and too forward. So speak your truth, but remember the innocence of the Fool. And the Fool's a very sort of, it's not a damaging card to Fool, it's very innocent. And as you progress through the week, you actually come to the Five of Wands, which is that sense of being torn again, and a little bit of conflict seems to be winding up within you. Because I always find the Five of Wands as an inner conflict, but for some it could be external, it could be, it could be co-workers, it could be just that sense of, that everyone's battling for their own point of view to be heard, which again makes sense for the truth to be told. So there could be a sense of you having to fight to be heard in this card, Sagittarius. I wouldn't worry about it. It's paired with the Judgment card, and again, like the Fool, there's a sense of, by you speaking your truth, you're being reborn. You're rising up again from that feeling of being burdened and being held down, and you're sort of feeling this fresh energy of liberation, almost, really, Sagittarius. You're going to have to keep moving through this week. You're going to have to keep moving through, and don't forget you've got the Strength card as your foundation. So, and the strength rules by compassion and kindness, not by force. So you know, you're going to have to watch out for that, Sagittarius, actually. Just speak your truth, but be mindful of other people's opinions, is what I'm hearing here. You forward into the Star card, which, you know, it's pretty beautiful, really. It's that clarity, it's that peace being restored within you after maybe, you know, the strife of the fives. Peace is being restored, Sagittarius, and it's coupled with the Ace of Cups, and which points to me to, you know, what a beautiful combination. You know, for some this could be a whole new emotional new beginning. Could be love, could be housing, it could be anything, but there's definitely a sense of, after the strife and the liberation of speaking your truth, Sagittarius, you're coming to that sort of, you're being rewarded with the whole emotional new beginning. Your cup run over, and you've got that sort of, the wishes of the star energy shining on you, Sagittarius. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You end the week on a bit more of a challenging note. You've got the Seven of Discs, and the Seven of Discs represents waiting. There's a sort of, you know, waiting to see how things are going to turn out, and that's paired with the Five of Cups. And this combination, because you've got the Knight of Swords on top, and truth be told, there may be a sense, Sagittarius, that you're still waiting to see how this energy of the whole week is going to play out. For some people, it could be an emotional new beginning, but, you know, you're still waiting to find out if it's going to go anywhere. You know, for some it's, and I remember this quite clearly, Sagittarius, in your single love reading, for some it's pointing to memories of the past, and these memories of the past is potentially keeping you from this whole new beginning, Sagittarius. And if you look at my singles love reading for Sagittarius, that's going to give you a bit more insight, but there's definitely a sense potentially of there's emotional stagnation from the past that needs to be cleared. Although for some it could be as little as you've met someone but you haven't heard from them, and because of that, you know, you go into this sort of belief of, oh my gosh, it's never going to happen, and that's not really the case with the Seven of Discs, because the Seven of Discs, he's just in a process of waiting. So it's really up to you, Sagittarius, to understand what these cards mean to you. But overall, it looks like a pretty amazing week. My advice would be, don't fall too much into the trap at the end of the week, Sagittarius. It might be tempting to fall into this idea of the memory of past losses and things like that, but the Seven of Discs isn't a failure card, it's about patience, and we might not know any more till next week, Sagittarius, basically. And don't forget to rule and speak your truth with love, compassion and kindness. And I think if you do that, that's what's going to bring the Star and the Ace of Cups and the whole new beginning and the freedom of the Fool. So yeah, Sagittarius, going to be an interesting week, and I'll see you next week for my weekly cards. Okay, bye.